Well, we are here at the Toronto International Film Festival with Mark, and he is in fact the editor-in-chief of Home Trends, a very wonderful magazine that's distributed nationally across Canada. And he's got some amazing trends and topics to talk about with us today. Mark, what are the latest secrets that are out there in design trends?
Well, one of the latest secrets is that purple is actually making a comeback. So a lot of people have been saying that purple's been around and stuff like that, and it's going to go out this year. But with all the trend guides that I'm getting, I'm finding that purple is going to be the hottest color next year. And so is teal and all those colors and so on. And the biggest thing as well is that brown is out and gray is in.
How do monochromes fit into all of that, the different ranges of like a color of brown or something like that?
Well, what I find is what the classic color scheme, what we call, would be the taupes and the browns and so on. It's still quite popular because there's still the safe, that's what I call the safe color scheme. But then again, if you want to do, black, whites, and grays, that's always a beautiful color scheme for a really dramatic look.
Now, we've seen you around the traps here at the Toronto International Film Festival, checked you out at a few parties. You've seen some fashion. What about the home decor? Is people's home fashion matching the home decor? Is it pretty much like the dog who resembles their owner?
It is, because what I find is, especially have you ever walked into a house and you say, well, I don't think that Joe lives here?
Absolutely.
And I always, and even when I write my column and so on, I always tell my readers, you have to make sure that your home matches your lifestyle. Because if you have this plain line look, but you prefer a cozy type of setting, you get home and you're like, who lives here? So you really have to have, it's more than style, it's a lifestyle.
And I guess that's what your readers are going to get out of Home Trends, Canadian Home Trends. What's so special about this as far as Canadian readers are concerned?
What's great is it's 100% Canadian, so all the products are Canadian. Everything is accessible across the coast. So we have about 429,000 readers across Canada, and they know whether you are in Newfoundland or Vancouver or Toronto or Winnipeg, that you can get the products right there in your hometown.
One of the challenges, I guess, is it's a huge land here, and we have huge changes in temperature. We've got a full-on winter and a full-on summer. How does that affect home decor?
What I find is every single province seems to have a little bit of a different take on design. So we have kind of the generic Canadian design, which is very worldly. That's what I love about Canadian design is if you go in Asia, you have a very Asian design, but you don't have a lot of world influences. But in Canada, it's a very melting pot kind of influence. So, but then again, if you go to, let's say, Quebec, it's a little different take than the Toronto design and the Winnipeg design and the Vancouver design, based on the climate as well, because they all have their own cultures a little bit within the province as well.
Excellent. And what can we look forward to in the next edition?
The next edition, we actually have Brian Balmer from DIY Disasters and also House of Brian. So Brian is going to be, we're going to do a profile on him, and we're going to have lots of fun and find out exactly what made him what he is today.
It sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going to get reading. Thank you very much for joining us today. Enjoy Tiff and enjoy the Raindance party.
Thank you.
Thank you.